Arkansas sees an increase of 778 confirmed coronavirus cases today. The total confirmed now stands at 82,309. The state added 7 more deaths. That total now stands at 1,245. 31 more active cases were added. The state has 6,583 total active cases. 74,473 people have recovered from the virus. Oklahoma sees an increase of 1,190 coronavirus cases. The state now has 89,559 total cases. There are 12,762 active cases. That's a decrease of 89. 9 more people have died from the virus, and 1,044 people have died in total. 75,753 people have recovered from the virus.